Hello, hello. This video is on the overall objectives for this training. It's talking about why the heck do we have to do this, things to note, and then an overview of the steps. So first we'll start with the objectives of these videos and this training through slides. First objective, understand why we're making this change. Understand the new behavior process and its expectations. See how the forms and processes work. And then the last thing we want to try to do is practice them out a little bit. So why the heck do we have to do this? You might be thinking to yourself. People just in passing, formally and informally, have noted that the previously used behavior systems in some cases weren't really used. In some cases weren't really that effective. They were disappointed with how well they worked or didn't work. And then they weren't that consistent. So some teachers, for example, sent students to the office a lot, and some students didn't send students to the office very much at all. And that's okay, but we really need to address that and create some consistency, not only with that, but with consequences in our behavior system. So students know what's expected, and teachers know what's expected, and parents and guardians know what is expected. Another reason why I'm really pushing forward with this change right away is because as a new principal, I really need to have a system in place, and it seems like the system before was a little bit gray. I know that students are going to test their limits. I know that they're going to test their limits because I've heard talk of them saying they're going to test their limits, and so I think it's really important to me to implement this right away. And I know we're going through a lot of changes, and I apologize that this is adding one more to the list, but I think we all need to be prepared for this. To me, relationships are the most important thing in preventing negative behaviors from occurring. Right now, coming into this school, I would love to have those relationships, but I just don't. I haven't had the opportunity to talk with students and meet with them and, create those relationships. And so I think we really need to have something in place for when those students do push their limits and I don't have that relationship to fall back on with the student. And then legally, we do need to document. It sounds like before some people used paper copies to notify, some people used email, some just a phone call. Different things were used, and so we need to create one place where we're documenting all of those behaviors. Next thing, some things to note. I'm trying really hard to make your life easier, not harder. And at first, like I said, I know change can be difficult, but I think in the long run, this new system is going to make your lives a lot easier. Please note, I'm not a top-down leader. I'm not coming in and just telling you, this is the new system, we will use it, and you will do exactly as I say. I would try to include others as much as possible over the summer, but it is summer. People are hesitant to come in, and I don't blame them. So I tried to include others as much as possible. I've tried to research. I've been a part of other school systems, so it's nice that I have that experience to come and bring to the table. But I've done as much of the legwork as I can by myself. This is not a set-in-stone system. We can make changes to it. That's the nice thing about Google Forms, Google Documents. If you see that there's something that's not working out, now we all are present, we all are here. We can have a conversation and a discussion about that to see if there's something that we can implement in a better way. So again, it's flexible. We are going to have some sort of a new system. I've tried to do the best I can making that system work for us, but your input is always valued. So we'll move on to the next video now.